Hello viewer, welcome to Chungu cha Jamii. I'm your host Eunice Mugo. Welcome to 2026. We're in the month of February. Happy New Year. I know it's been a while since I last got to have an interaction with you. So in February, we're talking about the month of love. This is where we have Valentine's and a lot of expectations towards men. And which brings us to our topic today. We are talking about the love. Is it love or pressure? The silent expectations towards men during this time of Valentine, or rather this month of love. What is your say? What is your take? Men, do you feel pressured, or are you loving in pressure or under pressure? How is it for you? Send in your question, interact with us across all our social media networks. That's GBS TV Africa. Our SMS line is 21144. I'm not alone. I have a guest with me who's going to help us to understand better if it is only genuine love or the pressure of the silent expectations towards the boy child. I will allow him to introduce himself. Welcome, guest.
Thank you, Eunice. It's good to see you again, 2026. And Happy New Year to every one of us. Oh, I'm glad to be back after that long holiday, and we praise the Lord for that.
Amen.
My name is Dr. Peter Moreithi Elisha, PM Elisha. I am a father of young men, and also that means I'm married actually to a woman who can bring up children, who can bear children.
Not adapt.
Yeah, and
Okay.
not just adapt, but today you got to be careful with your introduction if you are married,
All right.
because we are having
Same
many
sex.
same-sex marriages, as well as they call them transgender, all those funny things. But me, I'm married to a woman for 32 years. And we are working it out well. We are ministers. I'm a preacher of the gospel. I lead a church in Kahawa Wendani and Good News Family Church. And I also run an online couples counseling forum called Couples of Honor Forum, as well as director of the School of Prophetic Ministry, teaching about prophetic ministry, and also director of Good News Community Education Center, a primary school for young children, where we minister to small children and their parents. And on that, our school, those small babies, that means the parents are very young. Eunice, I have stories from that school about the people of your generation.
Yo. Point of correction, not my generation, the Gen Zs.
I'm talking about the ones who are having children in our school now. Some of them are your age, because we have up to...
I'm a vintage body,
we have
I'm old.
We are up to grade 5, and those are 9, 10 years old.
All right. So on to our conversation. This one I won't win. I let it slide peacefully.
Good.
So on to our conversation. Today we are
Yes.
talking about love or pressure, the silent
Right.
expectations
Correct.
towards men during the Valentine's season. So February is the month of Valentine, the month of love as we name it. So starting from the 1st of February, everything changes from the atmosphere, the dress code, how you want to be approached, how you want to be pampered, how you want to be talked to.
Right.
The pressure really lies so much of the weight towards the men and opposed to the women, unless the woman is the masculine person in the relationship, which in the African context doesn't apply so much, but it also applies. And also the fact that you also mentioned about the same sex during the introduction part of it, even the same sex, the female part in that same-sex marriage or relationship, there is also the expectations that ought to be met.
Yes.
So as we are talking about now, it's Valentine's Day, or rather the Valentine's month.
Yes.
Is it really about love, or is it a test?
Okay.
Because right now it feels more like it's a test. If you don't do this, you don't love me. If you don't do that, you're not capable to have me in the picture. Or to have you around.
Sure, and I think you're right. this being the month of love, because of, maybe I would say right from the onset, because of the misconception about this kind of love, we have a lot of pressure on men to perform and to be able to be what the women would want to see. I would be very blunt.
Of course, it's all about us.
Yes, because sincerely, the man is like pushed into a corner so that he can prove that he has certain levels of love towards a woman. Now, that need not be the case, Eunice, and that's my premise, because I'm thinking that love should not bring pressure, and love should not place demands on anything. Maybe I should get to the beginning of love, because you allow me to go that direction.
Please do.
Bible says God is love. All right?
Yes.
So to me, the foundation, and I think I mentioned that before we began the program, the foundation of love and what people should be thinking about in month of February is God.
True.
Because he is the love. Okay, fine. We know the histories and the foundations of the Valentine's Day. We don't need to go to that, because already we all accept. We all accept despite whatever it is. I don't want to go to that. I know a lot of issues there. How it came about, what it is all about that. The underlying factor is about love for February, the Valentine, and the 14th of February, the Valentine's Day. God should be the central focus of love. When God is the central focus of love, then there will be no pressure on anybody. Why? Because we are all supposed to demonstrate God's love to humanity. Of course, it is out of that that any other love expressed to humanity should spring from. Love should spring from God. Be it love, loving for our spouse, love for children, love for a family, you know. These are all different levels of love or kinds of love. And also love for humanity, you know. That all can become effective when the basis and the foundation is God.
True.
When love can spring from God, I tell you, our viewers, when love can spring from God, there will be no pressure, there will be no misuse, there will be no abuse. Because today, there's a lot of abuse on matters of issues of love and relationships. And this month, I personally think women, I hope you are listening to me in this, because you are a woman. Women take advantage of men and pressure them so that they can show love, that they love them. To me, that should never be the case. Yeah, because if God is the foundation of love, then we all need to go back to God for love. Let me go further and tell you, if a man learns and draws love from God, they will demonstrate great love very freely, very effectively to the woman they love. Now that is what is missing. I know you want to you always do that, and I'm ready. You always take me to a corner, and I'm ready.
Let me ask. The man should draw love from God.
Yes.
I agree. No objection.
Yes.
Even a woman.
Sure.
True?
Sure.
Because we are told everything that we are given by God should not add sorrow. So we are given love by God freely. To that I agree.
Good.
And it should be a two-way thing. But remember,
Nice.
there is love for a spouse, there is love for my children, there is love for my parents. Every love is different. And they also need his wisdom to be able to love everyone differently, equally, depending with what is our relationship. But now, when we come back to the love of the opposite person, that is your spouse. Your, you can name it your boyfriend, your girlfriend, but in a relationship that leads to marriage or is already in marriage, that one hits different.
It does.
Why? Because the pressure is there. If you are dating, there is that, the thing that you are saying, testing. Are you capable of? Now, when you come back to this relationship in terms of counseling, parental advice and mentorship, you know, the people who you are looking up to, you included, when you're advising your sons, how do you advise them? How do you look for a good woman? This and these are the things that you check. But where are we drawing the notes from? Past experience, right? Are we drawing the notes from the Bible, really?
I think, of course, it should be, but...
It should be, but that's not the case.
We fall short.
Yes?
Yes.
And also the same goes with me. If I'm a woman and there is a man in my life, there is where I draw notes from. So if this man doesn't do A, B, C, D, is not even, I wouldn't qualified for lack of a better word, but doesn't deserve you. That is the word, doesn't deserve you. Why? Because there could be the inconsistency, lack of trust, there are those characters, values that you look in to a man or a woman for you to say this man loves me.
Yeah, sure.
And there is also the obsession part that leads to toxicity, whereby if you brought up from a background that is wanting, you tend to bring out that as love, which is not. For example, battering of the wife or the husband. There are those who are okay with it. They say that is the love language. But it's not. So my love language may not be your love language, may not be the other person's love language. But how now do we come? Where exactly do we draw notes from when it comes to love?
I think I like that. I like that, Eunice. In fact, that should even have been our first question because really when we capture that gist of the source of love, where do we draw that from? That will make the difference of how we shall expect and how we shall give. And that is why I want to go back and say this, that when humanity begins to know that the way we express love, although now you're talking about people receive it differently in query, people they think about love language differently, depending on their socialization and other issues like, background and all that. Yet, despite all that, we know we have what we call a compass, or should I say, that which informs us as Christians. We draw our direction, our compass, and our foundations from God's word. And I think you've heard me many times in this program. I like pulling us back to the word of God, because when humanity begins to walk a little bit away from the word of God, which God has placed every instruction about any facet of life, I tell you, my friend, we begin to err. We begin to walk in the wisdom of man that is not necessarily the wisdom of God. And it can even be in antagonism with God's wisdom and his word. And so I want to say to our viewers today that for us to be accurate in demonstrating and showing love in the month of love of February, we got to draw our source, wisdom, and how to do it from God's word. If we don't get to the word of God, we will follow the wisdom of this world, which sometimes leads to error, leads to frustrations and chaos and deaths. But when we are founded on the Word and following that, the Word of God instructs us slowly by slowly, including that the matter of love, how we can handle love. And I know you know that. Of course, maybe we will end up there from the 1 Corinthians chapter 13, the famous chapter of love. You see, where the Word of God tells us what love is and what it is not. Now, if we stay in the Word, the pressure we are feeling and the men are going through the second day of February, we will end because the women have understood. This is how God expects us from His Word to behave in matters of love. The men understand this is my place. And I want to say this before you come in. I want to say this. It's clear in matters, especially in marriage. I will say a statement that you keep thinking. I don't expect Asnath, my wife, to love me.
I know.
Ah, good. Good. Then we are together. And we need our hearers to know that. Men should not expect. Because Bible says
a man should love the
man
wife.
should love his
The
wife.
wife.
Just like Christ has loved the church.
And a woman.
And that's it. Then the other bit, also the woman. The woman is not demanded to love. Of course, you will see people jumping around, men saying, you don't love me. That you are missing something, man. Don't demand, I should shout, don't demand love from women. You know, I've shouted.
What
Please,
should they expect now?
Expect respect. Expect a woman that will submit to you. All right? By the way, if those two are found in a woman, love will flow freely. But I want to add, I see you're opening your mouth. I want to add that a man should not love their wife conditionally. They should love their wife because God has commanded them to love.
Interesting. Now, to that bit, I agree.
We are together?
We are together.
Thank you.
Because I have come to terms and I've made peace with a man should love a wife.
Good.
And a woman is called to respect and submit to a man. That one, no questions.
Correct.
But now, another thing that is now, when you say a man should not expect the love, but respect and submission, there is a very thin line. Is it because you don't understand what love is? Because you'll still find men throwing tantrums, saying that this woman doesn't love me. This woman doesn't respect me.
That's what I'm addressing today.
Yes. So there is that back and forth, oftenly.
Yes.
Why? Because we always feel that you should love me. It should be a two-way traffic. It's a very thin line that people don't understand. Then two, the other bit is when it comes now to the giving part, where we say men, where is it written, by the way? That a man should give.
Well,
okay, by the virtue of being a man should provide.
Expectation.
Should provide.
All right.
It's called a provider from the Bible.
I agree.
Right? So a man should provide. A man should, there is those PPPP that we look out for, you know? Now, I want now to understand, as we now drive into the pressure and silence of the expectation, now from us women towards men. These things that we are putting pressure on men, how do we curb them so that by the end of the day, but I want to take a break so that when you come back, we start it.
But you see, Eunice, there is something there. And I think before you take the break, we should say this. The expectation of women is out of order.
Hakuna siku. Viewers, I hope you're following. Please send in your question, interact with us across all our social media networks. That's GBS TV Africa. Our SMS line is 21144. We'll be back shortly.
We're going to be talking about the rock industry and rock culture in Kenya.
When an artist goes into a studio thinking about a hit song, God walks out of the room. So msanii achaguangi hit. Hakuna msanii. Msanii achaguangi hit. Like even most of the hit songs, some of the songs zinakuanga zile msanii hata apendi kwa hiyo
Well,
album.
that's true. This pressure that is coming in, you need to feed your audience what they want to be fed with, right? What is trending, you need to go as per what is trending. So if you ask a majority of people out here, yes, rock music is there, it is being played, but it's not recognized sana.
Some years back, reggae music used to have a stereotype too. Reggae ilikuwa ya watu wa bangi, ya watu sijui
Watu wa
job.
dreadi.
Kama mtu alikufa, assuming someone died who died in the 90s, someone died in 1995, akifufuka saa hii wale watu wanasikia reggae, he'd be very shocked. My goal is to demystify rock in Africa kwa sababu music is music. Guitar, the rock, all music came from Africa. Muziki haina kabila. How do I put muziki haina kabila? In fact, they'd be shocked. The rock music we know as of now came from black people. Wakamba ndio marockstar Kenya. Hi Kambas. You know the way they play the guitar is just an expression. Yeah, there's Kikuyu gospel hard rock, a guy called Kanyaki for example. So it's very misunderstood. Watu wanasema ni ya madevo, ni ya wazungu.
Hello, my name is Nyabio. I'm from Mahanim. Call this school a good school because the second my mom saw it, she saw it was Christian based. And when I see Christian based, that's what the character my mother wants from me. And I like the sports that we play for PE. Like sometimes we play table tennis, we can play football, we match, and on Fridays we have games. And we verse the teachers in football. And this is why I think the school is the best school your children can go to. Hello, my name is Nyabio. I'm from Mahanim. Call this school a good school because the second my mom saw it, she saw it was Christian based. And when I see Christian based, that's what the character my mother wants from me. And I like the sports that we play for PE. Like sometimes we play table tennis, we can play football, we match, and on Fridays we have games. And we verse the teachers in football. And this is why I think the school is the best school your children can go to.
Everywhere, GBS.
Welcome back, viewer, to Chungu cha Jamii. Today we are talking about love and the pressure, the silent expectations toward men during this Valentine's season, because we are in the month of love. So before we went on a break, we've talked about pretty much some things that are the basic of what love is and the expectations that we have towards men. But remember, expectation is a two-way traffic. There is what a man is expecting from a woman, and there is also what a woman is expecting from a man. But having said the foundation part of it, we agree in the foundation part of it, how it's supposed to go. But now, we have already built the foundation. It's unshaken. And now let's move to building. Now, building is where we are breaking everything. I'm not going to agree. So, now we are building. There is that pressure and the silent part of it, because the pressure comes with the expectations. That is, I'm expecting it silently. I'm not speaking out what I'm expecting from you as a man. but I'm expecting you to see and do and fulfill. So that is the mostly when you come to the marriage issues or love issues to a man, between a man and a woman, you realize those are the things that are being pointed out. So you even didn't notice I'm in the bad mood. You continue yelling at me and rebuking me. You are supposed to support, you know, because of the emotional imbalance.
Sure.
Okay. Also from a man's perspective, I may not agree with you of what you're doing 100%. You call that lack of respect and also not submitting. Because we all agree there is the toxicity part of it.
I know.
That one can say, if my woman doesn't love me this way or doesn't submit to this, it means that the woman doesn't love me. And also goes to a woman because we agree it's a two-way thing.
Yeah.
But now, me suffering in silence and not being able to speak out what exactly I'm expecting, and a man doing things without consulting me, expecting that is what is going to make me happy.
Yeah.
The miscommunication or lack of communication in between that period that brings everything into shaking, because that is what is going to shake our foundation and makes the building to collapse. How do we curb that so that by the end of the day
I get you.
we maintain the structure?
I hear you. Very well, thank you. I think we are zeroing into romantic love,
Yes.
isn't it?
Because of the expectations
Because of
toward
the
the man.
expectation of the, yeah.
Okay.
We're getting into that because where we are looking at the love, the romantic love, you know, we mentioned other types of love.
Yes.
Where it's between a man and a woman. And in our case, definitely we are talking to people who are married as well as those people who are not
dating.
married and they are dating, then into romantic love.
Yes.
Now, this is what I think, and I hope this time we can agree. I think, I think before people commit into any form of relationship, they need to draw MOU.
Wow.
That is the minimum agreement about our relationship.
Yeah,
We
I
are
agree.
going in this direction.
I agree.
Now that means, you know, I wrote a book about 8 years ago when I was celebrating 25 years in marriage with my wife. We wrote a book with Asnath, Marriage Works Today. And one of the chapter 2, we have handled a matter, the chapter 2 of the book, of the small things that make marriage work. And those small things, I've given an example. I've said a whole ship in the sea, huge, is handled by a small rudder with the man, the one who controls it, into which direction it will go. So I've said, a whole big marriage carrying many things can be controlled by small things that are important in any romantic relationship. Now, those small things, Eunice, they cannot just come from your hand only. That's where the mistake is. That the woman is just coming and saying, I want, but we never sat and said, when we get in this relationship, where are we going, and what is the minimum expectation from me and from you? When that is not drawn, and many couples and people in relationships today, they don't do that. One, why? Because they're infatuated. They look at you and their feet are
Sasa hiyo ni makosa yangu ama ni makosa ya man?
both.
No.
Come on, Eunice.
No.
You want to tell me?
It's a man's problem.
No, no,
You are
no.
the leader.
No.
No, it's the man's problem.
It's also you.
Me asking for what I'm asking is the bare minimum.
That's why.
And I'm only, how do you even explain it? You're supposed to do that as a man.
No.
Even
Listen.
the fact of what you're saying, an MOU, who's supposed to draft it? if I am a woman, come to you as a man with the idea of the MOU in our relationship, how would you take it in an African context? It's me who is domineering the relationship. So you leave it to me to be making decisions. While on the other hand, it's the man who is supposed to be making those decisions and coming up with such things.
I disagree.
Why?
It is not true.
Why are you later then?
The man, let me tell you, the man, Bible says he's the head. Fine.
Yes.
That does not make him a dictator. It does not make him
We don't agree.
a boss, a pusher, isn't it? It doesn't.
True.
And therefore, any wise man, despite being the head, must have room to listen to their woman.
I agree.
And therefore, you cannot say, when you bring your ideas to me, you will seem like you're the one leading.
No. Ideas will bring.
Yes. and
Because
that's
by the
what
end
I'm
of the
saying.
day, it's for us two to work.
Exactly.
It takes two to tango. I agree.
Yes.
But now, the initiative, who is coming up with the initiative?
It can come from any.
Really?
Yes.
No. Why? Listen to my
I'm
bargaining.
listening.
I'm coming from the point of view of, if I come with it, then it looks, this is where you say, it's the woman who is loving the man, not the man loving the woman. Because if the man loves the woman, we'll come up with those things. Because you never want to see your relationship in jeopardy.
This relationship is between me and you.
Yes.
It's not the world. Let the world. So we are not going to say to the world.
No, not the world.
Yeah.
I've seen cases whereby if the woman is the one who is coming up with such initiative, then it seems like the woman is the one who is domineering. The woman is the head.
Now that is not right because
remember, a woman is called to submit.
Yes.
So what am I submitting to if you've not brought up the structure?
I will show you something. When we are beginning this relationship, I'm back there because that's a basic.
Nani alitongoza mwingine?
It can be any.
Hakuna. In an African setup.
You want to shout?
No, I'm just angry.
Let me tell you, and I'm talking to my daughters. If you see this is my man, and God has also spoken to you, and you know, this is my man, and his eyes are not opening, you can help him to open his eyes. Yeah, please.
Okay, allow me to plan.
I am a father. I know what I'm talking about.
That's a genuine laugh and a sarcastic laugh at the same time. Yo!
Yeah.
You are a father.
Yes, I am.
You've talked to your daughters.
Yes.
Daughters listen to your father.
Yeah, I'm saying.
But
Yes.
you're also a father to sons.
I am.
Do you always tell them, or do you tell them to agree to a woman who is coming to them boldly and telling them, by the way, unafunga macho and I'm right in front of you?
I teach them on how to listen to women and respect ideas from women.
No.
And I don't.
That one is a kind.
Yes, and I don't.
But now,
go
hii
beyond.
ikikuja hapa ya.
Let me tell you. Listen, Eunice, today God brings you a man, and you can see this man is struggling. There's something in him. You need to help. Let's go Java. At Java, he might talk and open his eyes, but he may never say, let's go Java.
A question. What happens kama Mungu ndo amemharden roho kama Farao?
Then God cannot do that because he wants to give you a husband. It can be.
When it comes to the hardening of the heart, it's a two-way thing.
You know, there are people who have different kind of personalities. You know that. There are people who are not outgoing at all. They don't know how to do things. What do we do with them and they must get married?
They can just suffer in silence for all we care.
No.
It's a man's responsibility.
If God,
But APM
let me
won't
tell
agree.
you, please, let me tell you this. There are certain families who husbands are weak. Please understand.
So
they
how
are
do we
weak
help
husbands,
them?
but God has given them strong women so that that family does not sink. Come on. So the wisdom is...
Hold on. There. The strong woman and the weak man. It takes a very wise man to appreciate that as a virtue.
Exactly.
Then there comes the father-in-law you are,
Yes.
and see, this woman is stronger than my son.
Yes.
And then you start attacking the woman.
Now
Because the man is not thinking. Kwani kila kitu ni bibi yako atakuwa anasema.
But you see, we don't go to public. That's what I'm teaching now. This my son who is weak. and the wife who has understood.
Already
Don't
you
go
as the-
public
you as the-
about it.
You as the father-in-law is public. You are no longer the father-in-law. No, let's agree to disagree. So you are the public.
Yes.
Now when the umona dosari, as the father-in-law, like my son is weak, or my son is weak, but the woman is strong in this.
Yes.
Whereby, even if you want to help
Yes.
and you want a certain decision to be made,
Yes.
if I don't agree to it, the man is mostly likely to incline to it simply because I have said it, right? But you as the father of the son, right? You're seeing in this direction that they're heading, they might head it wrong. Why? Because it's the woman who is making the shots, or calling the shots.
They may not go wrong necessarily, because the woman, remember we've said she is strong.
Yes.
And therefore, our decisions could be accurate. But, listen, the man knows himself also, okay? And me, if I'm like their father, I will have helped them to know that you need to agree as a couple on issues. And the issues don't have to spring out from a man. That's my point. Issues can be brought by a woman, okay? And say, I feel in this year we can do 1, 2, 3. And then the man says, okay, we can look at it. And because he had not gotten the idea because of his shots, he receives the idea from man. Let me tell you, the wisdom would be, receive the idea of man from the woman, okay? Bring it forth like it is your own idea, and it works. Oh, yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Isn't it?
But that one needs an extra brain.
It
that
it
he's
requires the agreement. Let's get back. Now, let's get back to the normal, not weak man or whatever. The normal thing is when a woman and a man connect, the first thing should be, what is this about? And let's not get infatuated because of love, because of beauty and excitement of the flesh and the body wanting somebody. To a place where, vile nimekupenda, the way I feel pulled towards you, let's take a break and talk. What is our expectation in this marriage? When that is not handled, we are having quick divorces and separations because we don't have a foundation. Sit down with this woman, sit down with this man. If the man is not, I'm talking to both of them. If the man is not suggesting we sit down, you suggest, let's sit down before we continue. Tumependana, yes, we've loved one another, let's sit down. And a woman can demand that sitting down. That's what I'm saying.
Up to there, I agree. At least hapa tuna agree.
Good,
But
good.
I want us to take a break. But when we come back, we pick it up from there. That a woman can suggest. Remember, we have different types of men when it comes, especially to dating before you get married, whereby a lot of things you said, let's not get infatuated by the what your body wants, what your emotional wants, what all those, the beauty and everything that you're looking out to have, so that you're able to settle. So when we have this in context, we have people who are men. This one allow me to put it out and place it on the responsibility of men, whereby a man is having maybe multiple people before making a decision, multiple ladies before making a decision. It's a two-way thing, but mostly for men, right? Whereby I'm comfortable to have you around because you're the understanding girlfriend. One, we have that kind of girl. Two, I respect you and I'd want you to be a mother, or rather my wife or a partner. Right. But you come with that, the domineering part of it, where you are a strong woman. So you know what you want. Because for women, 99% of the women, they know what they want, unless I'm here to waste.
Yeah.
I'm here to waste your time.
Good.
Which I'll waste
Now
it
we are together
100%.
there. Yes.
Right? Then three, there is that who is in between, who doesn't understand herself or knows, but is a man pleaser. Right? So this man is circled by this kind of women. There are actually four. There is one that I'm missing. And now making the decision becomes hard for this person. But also remember, it's the man who knows this is the woman worth keeping and this is the woman worth wasting time. So what happens to the woman who is in that bracket of this is the woman worth wasting time for the show up because of the body, figure, so forth and so on. And I'm not here to commit. And now this woman is seeing this man as the potential and wants this man to commit. And this man is not ready. And then you come with this conversation we're having of, now present this. We want now the MOU.
Yeah.
So how do we come now to an agreement? So to a consensus, not an agreement. A consensus whereby
that's a better
you
word.
have to eradicate this, this, and this for you to settle with me.
Yes.
Kang.
Yes.
Right? Because I already know, I have seen you as a potential.
Yeah.
But you, on the other hand, you're not seeing me as a potential.
Yes.
So we'll end up having
Yeah.
that back and forth.
We can talk that when we come
After.
back. Yes.
Viewers, I hope you're learning as much as I am. Send in your question, interact with us across all our social media networks. That's GBS TV Africa. Our SMS line is 244. We'll be back shortly.
Hi kids! Welcome to Kids Mind, where we learn, we laugh, and we explore. So kids, are you ready to listen to our today's Bible story? Are you ready to listen?
You're happy and you know, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands.
Samson was a mighty man was he. Samson was a mighty man was he. Samson was a mighty man was he. Between a want or a need, which one is more wise?
So last year you are nominated for the Digital Creators Awards. Yes. Yeah, and you bagged second place for Creator of the Year. Yeah. Tell us about that experience.
But by the time I was leaving university, the vice chancellor had bought my art piece.
Wow.
To hang in his office.
Wow.
Yeah.
The difference between pointillism, stippling, dot mandala, and dotilism.
Okay. Mostly do art with dots, with lines, and I like to just think of myself as a versatile artist when it comes to patterns.
What has words but never speaks?
Everywhere GBS.
Welcome back, viewer, to Chungu cha Jamii. Today we're talking about love and expectation, the silent expectations towards men during the Valentine season. How is it for you men out there, women? What is it that you're expecting and you're not telling it to your man? Please send your question, interact with us across all our social media networks. That's GBS TV Africa. Our SMS line is 244. So, here, before we went on a break, I've asked you a very critical question. So, how
I
does
hear
this
you.
man
Yes.
be able to eradicate those people and make a
Yes,
decision?
yes, yes.
A decision, an informed decision. Let
Yes.
me repeat this to be informed. An informed decision, because remember, this man is having 4 women of different characters and calibers, if you should name it that way, and has to make a decision to stick with one woman for the rest of your life. And I always say, when you're making this informed decision, please make a decision that your children will come back to you and appreciate and say, the day you make you made the best decision for us.
Yes. Sure. And let me tell you, I told you 32 years, and that's halfway. We're just beginning.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're still not yet born. You
Yeah.
have 8 years to go.
Now, let me tell you,
Uh-huh.
I will answer your question in two ways. One, I will answer to the serious Christian first. A born-again, serious Christian following the doctrine of Christ, okay, and the teachings of the Word of God, should be able to depend fully on God in matters of getting a spouse. A man should be able to get very clear instructions from God, because we teach people to hear God in the church. And God speaks to us differently, not in a particular way. But now in this particular one, in this particular matter, because I always ask this simple question to my sons and everybody. I ask them, why is it that God is able to talk to you about many things in your life except issues of your spouse? Really? God should be able to talk to you the way He talked to you about something, you know, going for this career, or getting a job this way or wherever. God is able to, and you believe and trust the Lord has led me to do 1, 2, 3. I'm going. I feel God is calling me to go to Nakuru and to do 1, 2, 3. And you know God is leading you. Why is it that when it comes to the choice of a spouse, God is not speaking?
Can I talk?
It's not fair.
Can I talk?
Don't. Before you talk, let me say this. So you, if you are a serious believer following the doctrines of Christ, you should be able to allow God. That does not suppress whatever you want, but despite all that, despite my wanting, like Jesus said, hey, this cup, take it away from. But
Nevertheless, your will.
I have expressed my will, but nevertheless,
Your will.
your will be done. Is it possible for Christians to come to that place? And I think I was there like 40 years ago when I was praying, asking God, hey, I want to get married. Of course, you don't want to do your thing, but I had a list of my want. I want this chocolate, I want this purple, I want this, I want this, I want this behavior, I want this character. But Lord, what is best for me? What happened? When I was in Form 3, I had a man, he is late today. That man is so a man of God in me. A boy in Form 3, I was the Christian Union chairman, and I was a preacher already. He called me and told me, you know what? I'm going to tell you something that will shock you. I said, what is it? He said, I want you to begin to pray for your wife. I asked him, what are you talking about? I need to concentrate. I'm going to Form 6. I'm in Form 3. He said, no, I have seen what you carry is for God, preaching the gospel. And if a preacher makes a mistake of a wife, they will never preach. Begin to pray for your wife, and I have started for praying for you. Join me. That man changed my life to date. I began. I got married later, many years, because I had to go up to Form 6, get to college, begin to work. Now, that praying for your wife, I began to form a wife with prayer in Form 3. So when now I'm coming to say, hey, here, I say, Lord, your will be done. Bring to me what you want. And he does, because he is faithful to leading us. Now, that's one. But I want to answer your question also on the bait of the people who don't hear God. They are also our listeners.
Before we go to those who don't hear God, clarify here. For those who hear God, there is that bit. So maybe you can clarify to us or make it more sinking. When you're praying for Asnat, who is there now, from Form 3, was it a consistency prayer ama ulichoka in between?
I like at some particular time I was not praying.
Thank you. Aya. There is this other part of I'm losing it.
Please remember.
Listening to God.
Yes.
When you want a partner, you said correctly that God talks to you about different things.
Yes,
You gave an example of you've been called to go to Nakuru.
Yes.
Then there is the virtue of who is talking to you, right? We are always asked that question, who is talking to you or who is in you that is leading you? So that it begs now to this. If I go to that Nakuru and I don't achieve or get what I was looking for or what I thought I had, I'm
God
going
said,
for,
go for
you know? And if I go by sheer coincidence, I end up in an accident, who told me to go? Was I being called to go for an accident? Now, that draws back to the question of who is talking to you and how do you now make a conclusion of this is God? Because by the end of the day, we know relationships has its shared troubles.
Yeah, sure.
A whole lot of them.
It does.
So when things are not working, you start questioning, did I really hear God well? Is this the person I'm supposed to commit to? So at what point do you say, I'm strong to say, now this is the person I'm called to be with?
Right.
So that come what may, the waves and the storms of the life, you're still solid to
Wow.
say, this is the person.
Yeah, sure. God speaks to us, as I said again. But when he has spoken to us, he's very gentle with us. Can you imagine? Finally, he leaves the decision to you. In all matters of life.
True.
He will speak to you and give you direction, but you can refuse. So most of the people, and some of the marriages have ended up in the ditch. Either God showed them this is not the way to go. They ignored him. They said, hey, I have been praying and I feel this is the way, God, allow me. Or ignore the warnings. This generation calls it red flags, isn't it? And they come. Most of the red flags come from God. Yeah, it's true. It's God who is saying, hey, check out this before you move on. We ignore. We end up in a terrible relationships. People dying early. Because they refuse to follow the leading of God. On Saturday, and that I've told you I am a director of the SPM, School of Prophetic Ministry. On Saturday under class, I was asking them, how does God speak to you? God speaks to us in different ways. One, the major way God speaks to us is in the Bible. And in this matter of love, I recommend 1 Corinthians chapter 13. God has given us always wisdom about how we should handle love. And one of them, which I needed to mention in this program, love does not look at its own. And that's what women are doing.
It's a two-way thing. You can't put it on women.
It is women.
No, it's a two-way thing.
It's women. This Valentine, the demand is on men. Come on. And that is not scriptural. It's not in the Word of God.
Why I'm
Selfishness.
No.
On
It's
the
a
part of
two-way
a
thing.
woman.
It's a two-way thing.
No.
Listen to me.
Why is it two-way?
It's a two-way from this perspective. It's a two-way. It's adamant from me who knows what I want. So I'll come out boldly expecting something from you because I know what I want. And then there is a woman who doesn't know what she wants. And there is a man out there waiting to lure that lady to do things how he wants. So why is it not a two-way in that point?
Then demand.
The difference is this one is doing to please the man and me, you're doing to please me. It's selfish in either way.
But
so you're pleasing me as a woman and this woman will be pleasing this man because that is
tell me, Eunice, frankly speaking, without being biased, who is placing demand today?
It's a two-way thing.
No. You ask the community and the society. The demand is coming from women to be treated by men in a certain way.
I agree.
Isn't it?
I agree.
Yeah.
That one I won't disagree.
Good, we are together.
And why is it coming out that way? It's because from the word go or from the get go, the man didn't want to do it.
No.
So I'm just putting on pressure to you to do it.
The woman.
Or rather, I already know. Whatever it is I'm asking for, it's the bare minimum. No. Look at it from this example. I want a chocolate from you. I want a bouquet of roses. I want A, B, C, D. 90%, if not 70%.
Bouquets these days you have said should be with the notes
money.
of money.
Of course. I have the money. The things that I'm asking you to do to me, it's the things I'm able to do it for myself. So I'm just, sorry to say this, I'm doing you a favor to tell you what I want. So that you don't come and say, you didn't tell me what you want. It's as simple as that.
So now, isn't that a demand?
You asked, didn't you?
Okay. So, but then, what if somebody is not able to meet that? That's where pressure is coming in.
If you don't meet it, then it's okay. I can do it for myself. Anyway, that is me. I'm speaking on my behalf.
You should be able to see. And that's how people are missing it, like you. You should be able to see this kind of man God has brought to me is able to come in up to this far and accommodate it. It's not lowering your standard. No, it's accommodating.
Yes.
You remember you used the word consensus. I liked it. Because it's not, we don't necessarily have to come to total agreement.
Yes.
But at least we have come to understanding one another on a certain matter.
Yes.
So it should be, therefore, that we discuss what can we do over our Valentine time.
And that is where I
And
say,
for a while,
according to me,
like now, for
I can
example, let me
agree.
give you an example. For a while, we had agreed with my wife, we'll be taking holidays in February. We go out, we go far, okay? And then, so it was always happening until we reached a place when we realized we got ourselves as a family into some financial commitment on certain development issues. So we sat and said, of course, me, I saw it from far. Sat and said, maybe that was last year. Maybe we need not to go to our holiday and look at these bills. We agreed. Now that woman, if she's not okay, wise, would have thrown tantrums, and that's what women are doing in this February, saying, "Hey, this man cannot meet my needs." What? That is selfishness.
You've said it correctly. A wise woman.
Yes.
Because of his sheer wisdom, or because of her sheer wisdom,
yes,
she came to an agreement, and
Yes.
that one is not going to happen.
yes.
Why? Because this that we are planning or this that we are working on,
Yes.
it's a plus for both of
Yes.
us. It's not selfish.
Correct.
It's for everyone.
Good.
Up to there,
We are together.
unless you don't have that wisdom,
Yes.
that's your loss.
Yes.
Right?
But let me tell you, the majority are not reasoning. That's why I said, sit down, agree. What is the way forward? They are not reasoning. They just come with their list of demand.
But I
Come
always
on,
say,
Eunice, your agenda. Tell them, please,
Wacha-
from this
wacha-
platform.
Wacha nikuambie. This one I've learned from somewhere. If you are the leader and you're having a problem with your subordinate, you are the problem. You're not leading them well. So if I don't have that wisdom, you should now be able to see. Cut the meat into small pieces.
My wife.
Let me chew it pole pole.
My wife is not my subordinate.
No.
I cannot,
No. I'm not talking about your wife.
Yes.
Listen, I've said this is an example I'm drawing.
Yeah, but it cannot work in marriage.
No. As a leader, if you're having a problem with your leadership, it's because you have the problem. If your subordinates cannot follow what you're leading them to. Now, let's come back to marriage.
Yes.
If you, as the man, you're not able to explain to me as a woman to understand exactly what we are driving towards,
Yes.
so that we minus this and this and
got
this,
it.
then you are the problem. Why? Because how did you put it out?
Do you
So
know?
I can foresee.
Let me tell you, I completely agree with you. And that is why I have to speak to men like me here and my sons, okay? That we must come to a place where we are able to have our stand and not be swayed around by women because of their demands. You can stand and say, no, we cannot do it today. And this Valentine, 14th of February, no bouquet. Tafadhali, I'm not, because we are not able. And you keep quiet. But now, what do? Shout, go to the internet, say this man cannot, this man is short.
We are running out of time. I want to continue this conversation tomorrow. So
Yes.
viewers, please stay tuned for tomorrow's episode. We'll carry out from here. But what you're just saying, I think by the end of the day, you need to write a book, a manual script for men to follow on how to do.
I agree.
No. Is it men or boys?
It's men. Let's put it men, because a boy is a man.
Viewer, let's continue this conversation across all our social media networks. That's GBS TV Africa. Our SMS line is 21144. Till next time, have a nice time. Goodbye.
Everywhere, GBS.